9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's painful.
What is up? What is going on, people? Welcome back. We are here with another episode of Peacemaker. Bigger Ford is in the house. Brian the Grizzly, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Yeah, you know, on 1/3 Spoiler Kings go live Monday, Thursdays, and Saturday nights. And then, of course, I'm partners with this man right here. Tomorrow morning with the Rewind, we're going to have a cold show, obviously, because I think people are just, I feel like Ashton Kutcher is watching me, and he's just poking me. He's like, oh, we're gonna see what he does. Let's see how he reacts. For real, the whole world, all the stuff. Come on, man. I can't do this.
Make sure to check out the show tomorrow. It's gonna be a great one. What up, Eli? What up, Tony? Thank you guys for popping in. Much appreciated. But today we are here to talk about Peacemaker episode 6. Ignorant is Chris. So first, let me ask you, Brian, what were your thoughts of this episode?
Dude, it was something else. Like we knew it was coming. We talked about this like the last 3 weeks. Like, man, I wonder if this is one of those, that Nazi world. But the fact that Chris has never had any idea makes me feel a certain type of way. Because you know what? If the roles were reversed and I was in the world and I didn't see not one white person, I would know that shit immediately. like immediately, I'd be like, whoa, we downtown, all I see is black people. I'd be like, what the fuck?
And you know what's funny? Because Harcourt knew it right away.
Yep.
When she was driving through, she was like, wait a minute, something don't look right here. So She kind of knew it right away. But Peacemaker, not knowing right away, you're right, kind of like,
That's real, you know, I mean, but he's raised by the white dragon. Like, no matter what, that's his father. So that's, you know, nature versus nurture. Because Harcourt, you know, she's working in all these agencies. Look at Judo Master, you know, look, there's everyone around her is of some type of ethnicity. Like there's some type of, no one is just white, you know, and there's Jewish people, there's Muslim people, there's all that around there, right? So she notices it immediely. The fact that he didn't, and you call Adebayo your best friend.
That's what I was just about to say. His best friend is Adebayo, right? And you didn't notice that there were no black people in there, right? And then, like, you've been to A.R.G.U.S, so you didn't notice that the flag had the Nazi sign on it, right? You didn't notice nothing, bro. Then you don't deserve to be a superhero, to be honest with you, because if you can't, you know, figure out what's going on with stuff around you, then you don't deserve to be a superhero. I don't
figure when you ask someone that, you know, doesn't really think about this stuff, do you understand what white privilege is? This is the perfect show to show what white privilege, because you don't have to think about race. It doesn't even occur to you unless you've been raised in the way that you do think about it. You don't have to, and I think that's the issue. You know, that's the whole thing with Chris, that he this is white privilege. You don't understand. You don't see
it. Agreed 100%. So we'll get into the episode real quick. Just let this stupid intro play off.
I don't know if I hate it. I want to know what do you hate it or love it or what?
I don't hate this episode either. But okay, so I'll say this. Peacemaker show is a love story wrapped up in a superhero name.
100%.
This is exactly what this show is. It's not a regular superhero season. It's a love story. That's exactly what we're getting over here. Sprinkled little superhero stuff with that, right? There's no real villain. Well, we're gonna see them fight the Nazis, but yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? But like throughout the whole season, there was never like this main villain and, you know, like, oh, we got to stop this guy. It's just like, oh, coincidence. We went into the Nazi universe. Now we got to stop and fight the Nazis. You know what I mean?
You think that they're going to fight the Nazis and not eventually you're going to have to talk about Superman?
Yeah, I think, well, we get a cameo in this episode.
Yeah.
So I also believe that we may get another cameo, which is going to be, like you said, Red Sun Superman.
Yep.
100%. Now
It just makes sense, right?
it does, but it has to be like right through they're running to the porthole and you see him and then they close the door and that's it.
Because if he gets to them, it's over.
Yeah, if he gets to a fight or he comes to the fight, it's done. It's over. He just wipes them all out quick. You know what I mean? So yeah, so definitely got to make sure that he said all he cared about was his family and clapping hardcore tube buns. You're not wrong, but you still got to notice your surroundings. You know what I mean, Tony? And I would have been like,
I would have
yeah,
figured
there's
it
something.
out.
Yeah,
If
100%.
me and you went to this alternate reality and we looked around and we're like, man, we've been here for like 5 minutes. I have not seen that one white person. You would start to question, like, where am I?
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Where is this?
Like,
I mean,
you go to
South Side Chicago, even on the South Side Chicago, if it goes 15 minutes, I haven't seen that one white person, something ain't right.
Yeah,
Just
100%. Because even if it's like you say, oh, well, there's not that many white people, but you're gonna get the ones that are hanging with the brothers, right?
Exactly.
You have them. There's one or two in somebody's crew. That one white dude that's just hanging with the brothers. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you go to some place and you don't see any, yeah, it's gonna be jarring. Especially if you're driving down the street like he does in the motorcycle, like for how many days? Because he did it more than once and never once seen anybody of color.
I mean, I'm saying not an Asian person.
Exactly.
Not Indian person, not one other. I have not seen in that other world not one Jewish person.
100%. So we get to the beginning of the episode and they're doing this family thing with a family at the restaurant and decide to take a picture. But at the end, they show the kind of face melting off, like something's not right here. All right. What did you think about that? You think that was a hint to what we were going to see? Or
something's wonky in this world. You know, you have something that's just not right, and you're going to find out what it is. But I found it hilarious that everyone else's life was exactly the same. Well, if there's no black people, how do you have half the stuff that you have? How far are we going into this? Like
100%. No, I agree with you. You know what I mean? Some of the music, rock and roll, and all of that stuff. Like all that stuff came from black culture. So
that was interesting because you said, Mick Jagger on the Beatles, like because they didn't have enough for a lot of the songs, the sound, the rhythm. You don't have, you probably don't have a drummer. You probably don't have a guitar that plays the same way. So like James Gunn did, he was thoughtful about that. So that was
they should probably just be listening to folk music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Or the dudes from Sinners, that's what they should be playing. That's what we should be hearing over there. That's the music we should be hearing. We should be hearing nothing else. Yeah, remember the white dude when he was singing in Sinners? Yeah, that's exactly what
you have a little banjo,
100%,
or Irish jig or something like that.
Facts. So we get to the beginning of the episode, and Harcourt, Adebayo, Vigilante, and Economos are going to take the helmet to open up a portal so that they can go and save Peacemaker. I will say this crap with the mom was absolutely annoying.
I will tell you this, though. I've been in places where this would never happen in a black household.
100%.
Never. Like I don't matter how old I am, I will never say. I won't even let my mom overhear me cursing. Never, because she will slap the crap out of me. It don't matter how old I get.
100%.
She'll find something. And, I couldn't say nothing.
100%.
It only happens in certain households.
100%. 100%. But just mom, shut up and blah blah blah, and then she's like, no, I'm gonna do this, and you're a friend, and like just blabbering out all that talking stuff, and I'm like, okay, James Gunn, I see what you're doing here.
He's poking at some things. So like there's things that he does usually that I don't like, but I feel like he was poking at certain things to really highlight the difference between black and white people sometimes. He highlight it in this episode because you're going to really highlight it later in the episode.
I can see that.
I'm just trying to give him some leeway. Like James Gunn, I mean, this was I'm not saying I like the episode or hate the episode, but this was a thoughtful episode. This is gonna start up some conversations.
All right. Well, I'm glad you see it that way. To me, I just like it was to me. I was like, it's James Gunn doing his James Gunn banter thing, which what he does in all his shows, and I kind of getting a little bit annoying now.
Because
But
Vigilante, that's all he is that guy.
yeah. But I loved this scene where they walk into the room and there's a bunch of drugs and money, right? And they're like, wait a minute, hold on, because I'm gonna play it. I
He's
gotta
like,
play
didn't you just ask me for $15 the other day?
it. Right? Hold on, let me make sure that the volume is up over here. All right. What?
Probably not too likely, but we should try to avoid.
No, he
sharing
already
the-
said it because
Yeah, right here.
Millions of dollars here.
Adrian, just last week you told me you were broke and asked me to pay for your breakfast.
Well, I'm not gonna use this, man. No way. It's blood money. You crazy?
They look at each other.
Yeah, man, you don't want to deal with blood money. That shit goes to the grave with you. Trust me.
The fact that all of them doing it, right?
I was dying. I was like, yep, exactly what I would have did too, 100%. But like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, you don't want it? No problem. Here, I'll take this stuff. So
I would have had that conversation go longer.
Oh yeah, me too, 100%.
Like, hey, you got any tape in here? No, can you go upstairs and grab it real quick? Walking around like, full.
Especially with Adebayo, because she knows what's gonna happen when the portal opens, where it puts that blast of energy out there. So yeah, I would have. Yeah, all that money would have been mine. Trust me, I would have took enough of that. Especially they're all broke.
Exactly, they all without jobs.
Yeah.
A couple handfuls of that, you ain't got to worry about not having a job at A.R.G.U.S.
Now, what did you think about Vigilante? All he concerned about was him having a doppelganger seeing his doppelganger in the other universe.
That was the annoying part for me.
Me too.
That was, because like you're talking about how that James Gunn annoying doing the same thing over again. That was the annoying part for me. Not the whole mom thing, because I thought that still highlighted a problem, but I was like, dude, if you don't shut the hell up,
Yeah, for real. For real. But I agree with you. I think every time they request, I gotta go see my doppelganger. No, we gotta do that. Oh, but what if my doppelganger, like, he just kept bringing it up, and I was like, okay, this is getting a little bit played out now and annoying. So I agree with you. Not to mention, I'm sorry, but Adebayo seen him do that thing one time, and she's able to put it all in there. Combination to put it together.
Yep. Well, I mean, but then you do that, but you can't remember that cocaine is a powder.
Facts. Facts.
No one thought, what I mean? Man, this might be a bad idea, putting this with this cocaine right here. It's just
because again, you're right, because Adebayo knew that it was going to have that blast of energy because she's seen it before, right? So you should have known that, like, putting it here with all this money and cocaine, yeah, that might not be. And then, because I know the blast, if I'm not mistaken, when it first happened, it pretty much blew out the windows and the door. So that must be a very powerful room that it didn't at least blow out the door. You know what I mean? So
no, but it should have. They should have injured them.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah, because they're locked up in that room. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe crushed them or something. I would have came back with garbage bags for that money. I am right there with you.
All that, you see this plastic on there? I would have taken that plastic, filled it with money, and threw it out the window. I threw it in the bush. I'm coming back for you later.
100%. So they do end up getting into the room, and while they're in the room, they see the little alien and they have a little conversation. I thought it was kind of funny where it's like, don't wave at him. You don't know if that's, what the waving means. Yeah, the waving could kill him and this and that.
So a peace sign in England means up yours.
So I thought that was a little bit funny. But what did you think about them being able to get in that room so quickly?
The fact that Vigilante's only there as a plot device.
Yeah, I agree.
That's the only reason he's there. If I need comedy, I'm going to use Vigilante. If I'm going to need someone who needs to do something that's like morally ambiguous, it's Vigilante. It's, if whatever I need, I can use it from him. So that's the whole point of him being there. Adrian is just there as a plot device.
100%. And I think it's also there, which we'll get into a little bit later, is when he sees his doppelganger right? And of course, his doppelganger and him are exactly the same, right? Everybody has little differences, but him and his doppelganger are absolutely the same. But the difference that they do have is one's a peacemaker friend and the other one is not. And they called out a name, Sons of Liberty. Now, for you as a comic book person, what did that mean to you?
So first of all, Sons of Liberty has been something that's been used in not just comic books but TV shows.
Mhm.
Sons of Liberty has been. I knew as soon as you heard that, you said, "Okay, they're doing this whole white powers, white supremacy cult type of thing." Immediately, and
Mhm.
they've done it. They've done it in a lot of DC stuff, but they've also done it in all type of TV shows. Like I could think
Mhm.
of at least 3 TV shows that we've had the same type of cult Sons of Liberty type of stuff going on, and yeah, but didn't surprise me. I have to say that.
Absolutely. So we get to Rick Flag, and he's finding out information that Hardcore and Economos have disappeared, and that they don't know where the little ninja dude,
Judo Master.
Judo Master is. That's it. Thank you. They don't know where Judo Master is. So Rick Flag says he has to think about it, and this dude sits down there like, okay, and then Rick Flag kicks
It was
him
so
out.
stupid. It made me mad, and then I
Yeah.
actually laughed a little bit. I was like,
Yeah.
Tim
Because
Mills
he
got
calls
me
him a
laughing.
effing idiot at the end, which I'm sure he heard. But he comes up with a plan, and he says, okay, you know what? I got a plan what she's going to do, which we find out a little bit later. So now we get back to Hardcore and them, and they're in this room. And I'm sorry, bro, they just walking around this house like it's nothing. I don't
know.
like that's the problem that I kind of had with this situation was they just walk in there, they see it's a house, and it's like, oh my god, they start looking around and touching shit
Oh,
and
have you ever been in someone else's house where their parents don't know that you're there? Do you leave
facts.
the room?
Facts.
I just lock
Facts,
the
bro.
door. It's like, all right, there's a bathroom in here. I'll be
Yeah,
back until it's time for us to go.
facts, bro. It
Come on.
made no sense to me. But she gets caught, and she gets caught by his brother,
Yeah, Keith.
Peacemaker's brother, Keith. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then she's pretty much trying to pretend that they say, oh, I'll take you to Argus. And then she stupidly decides to go to Argus. Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I mean, if she already made up the lie and she got caught in the lie, and she thought that going to Argus might find a way for her to see Chris, not thinking that she don't see her doppelganger. She has a
Yes.
picture in her hand. Like I don't know
Yes.
how you forget when you're looking at yourself that's not you.
Yes, exactly. And again, I get it. You're right. She wanted to find Peacemaker. She knew he's at Argus. She got to get there. But again, you have to think logically. You're in a different universe. You can't just say, oh, yeah, I'm going to willy-nilly and go down there.
She's the one that said we're not going to meet our doppelgangers. We're not going to make that mistake.
Mhm.
And then the first thing she does is go where her doppelganger works.
Absolutely. And then we get to the annoying economist begging to go see his other side. And
No, that's
they just have
Vigilante. Yeah,
Vigilante. I'm sorry. Yeah. And it just got annoying to me because they were
I would
talking
like.
about the
I would say go back. You don't get to come here. Go back over there.
facts.
Wait in the 99
100%.
doors. You sit there, wait.
Facts. But of course, he decides to go. Economist is acting like he needs to throw up for some reason because he heard that
Too weird. It's too different.
yeah, it's weird and different, and I think James Gunn went way too silly on this scene. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, I thought it just got way too silly. Where I think people started acting like, "Why are you throwing up?"
I wonder if this is a device also to take people's mind off of what he's saying. What's his words that you say? So, like, when you go too hard into social agendas and showing things, you use comedies to mask what you're trying to say. So I'm wondering if that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. Especially can't go too hard, right? Because there's a scene at the end, and I was like, that's not the word they would have used.
Yeah, hell no.
You know what I mean? I was
There's
like,
a
no,
black.
no. Yeah. I was like, no, that's not the word they would have used. So I get James Gunn probably didn't want to do it. But I think I kind of would have respected it more if he did do it because it would have made more sense, right?
Oh hell no, we would burn down the whole thing, man. You think one more stop me?
Walking down to
There'll be some dreadhead in the lobby, like it's gonna be in DC. You be like, man, what the? This DC Studios used to be here, right?
Adebayo walking down the street. She says, "Hey!" And they all start screaming N-word and chasing her down the street. Yeah, that would have been funny. What up, Boswell? What's up, brother? Thank you for
Pitchforks.
popping in. He said, the ending was the first time I ever laughed at James Gunn's shit. Yeah, we're gonna get into that still. I think she was dumb for what she did, but
why are you leaving
yeah,
and walking down the street? I don't know.
Thank
You
you.
can't do that here.
Thank you.
You can't. I mean, am I Aubrey? Like we just talking about that stuff, like all the social change in this world. So you're gonna go to a different world, not know anything that's going on, and just go walk around a neighborhood that you don't know, bro.
Facts.
Come on, man. Come on.
Said hearing the white cast members say the N-word would be crazy. It would be funny. It definitely would be crazy.
No, because I would have had to look at Tim Meadows. I would have had to be looking at Adebayo or what's her name, Danielle Brooks, whatever. I'm like, look, you gotta do something. You know the rule. You gotta go take care of it. You don't take care of it, I gotta take care of it.
To me, it fits more, but I hear what you're saying. I know he can't do it. I'm just saying, with the world we're in, that's the word that would have been spit out all over the place. You know what I mean?
100%. And you know what? I feel like that we would have came out wherever we are, because you're not snuffing out all black people. We would have came out somewhere, and it would have been problems.
Yeah. DC Studios would have been getting protest on and everything. Yeah, we can't do that. So Peacemaker, we find out he's in bed with Harcourt. The other Harcourt gets taken to A.R.G.U.S, and while they get into A.R.G.U.S, she notices that something's not right. Something we've noticed, but she notices it right away. Go ahead, Brian.
I would have laughed so hard if every time we walked down, you driving down the street, you saw nothing but F-150s, 250s, and 350s. Just pickup trucks everywhere. Where you look to the left, pickup truck, look to the right. There's a pickup truck. You're like, man, what is going on? Something just ain't right.
Facts. So Harcourt, I'm sorry, what's his name? Peacemaker is shaving, and
he feels something's not right, and that was interesting. He could tell something's different. Something happened.
Yeah, absolutely. But then we get to Vigilante, and of course he does his jumping in the bush because a car drives by. We get Peacemaker driving to A.R.G.U.S.
I mean, don't you find that interesting? So at the end of the movie, the end of the show, whatever, we have Adebayo who can't walk down the street, but Vigilante with a sword and in a costume can walk down the street and no one say nothing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's the world they're in.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think the reason, once again, a plot device, right? The reason he's there, the reason he's walking down the street is to be able to compare a dude with a sword on his back in a costume with full mask is okay to walk down your streets, but a black person.
Facts. And you know what's funny? Not even if, because we know she don't know they're in the Nazi world or whatever, right? But you look around, that's a white suburban area. Even if it's not a Nazi place, you still don't be walking around no nilly-dilly like nothing. You know what I mean? There's places in real life that you don't do that shit. Yep. So what are we talking about here?
Most places in real life, yeah.
Facts. I don't think James Gunn's wife would want to say it. Probably not. Yeah. I don't think anybody would, but I'm just saying it would have been interesting. So then Harcourt actually gets to A.R.G.U.S and they sniff the cocaine on there and they decide to take her in the back. And just as they take her in the back, Peacemaker walks in and they look face to face. And then it cuts to a commercial.
You can tell immediately that that's his Harcourt, not the one he's been sleeping with. I thought, after seeing some of these things, when I saw the dog barking at it, I immediately thought the dude with the fake dog or even Martin with the fake
Oh,
dog,
yeah,
pretending
yeah.
like that. First thing I thought, I was like, man,
Yeah.
I'm glad James Gunn didn't go with a fake dog and pretend like the dog was actually going barking at him.
Facts.
Like, yeah. So, oh, he didn't go too far. Okay, that's good. But I did find it interesting that Chris admitted that even though he's sleeping with his other Harcourt, it's not the same as her. That was interesting. The fact that he could tell who she is immediately. I don't care what world we in. If my wife is there and she's my real wife, the one I say I'll tell you immediately.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. That's why. What show was it? Where it was like the person was pretending to be somebody, and they were like, "Oh, after all that, oh, in Severance."
Oh yeah, yep.
Severance, when it was like, "Oh, you didn't know that was me," and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I get it; they weren't together long enough to be like, well, they kind of were, but
yeah, you shouldn't have been able to know.
Yeah, he should have been able to know.
You know that personality. You know exactly the little idiosyncrasies that you should know.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Chris realized it just in the air. He was like, "Well, something's different." And if you have been with a woman for a long time, and you can't just tell just because something's in the air that she's around, then she's probably not going to be with you.
Absolutely. So Vigilante gets to his house, and everything seems the same, but just a few little things are different. Gets downstairs. Yeah, keys work and everything. All 3 keys or 4 keys work. Gets downstairs, opens up the door. He sees his doppelganger, and at first he pulls the gun and is like, "What are you?" But then they're like, "Oh, hey, it's me," and they're the exact same person. They are the exact same person. Then we cut back again to the house where it's just Adebayo and Economos. I think Economos did the right thing. He's like, "I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying in this house," and that's what he did. So,
you know, he still got messed up too.
Yeah, exactly.
You stay in the house, you stay in the room.
Yes, 100%.
I've been chilling, my feet up, sitting in the chair, watching TV, man, trying to see what's going on. I will flip on and see that there's no BET here, huh? Next channel. Well, I ain't see an episode of Martin. Something that might not be right.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. All these white shows on TV were the black stuff, Yeah.
There's no music videos.
Facts.
I mean, Jewish producers you got. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no ethnicity at all. Like, nothing. You will have noticed.
Facts. I agree. But now we get to the real part where we see Rick Flag, and he's going to the jail, and he's going to see somebody. Now, before you got the reveal, did you know it was going to be who it was?
No. I did not know. I was wondering, who can he be talking to right now?
I knew it was something because they did the mystery where you just see the feet walk in, you know what I mean? And you see, but I had no idea it was going to be who it was.
I thought it was going to be like Waller. Like they arrest Waller or something like that. And that's what we was going to see.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was going to be Waller. But we see it's the big bad from Superman. It's Lex Luthor. What did you think when you saw him, though?
I thought that was smart. I mean, Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult being in the show, trying to connect Superman along with all the stuff that we had in Peacemaker. It just makes sense, kind of hitting off all the popularity that it had. And I like Nicholas Hoult a lot. So I think he would be someone that would work with them. And I can see the government working with Lex Luthor again too, because remember, he had the contract for all the superhero people. He was the one that was able to put him in jail. Like, they have a working relationship. So going to him is not far-fetched at all.
And what's going to happen, I think what they're doing is they're actually setting up for how Luthor is going to get out of jail, because he said, "I'll help you out with this, but you got to do something for me." And he's like, "Get me out?" He's like, "Hell no, but we'll get you to another facility," which is probably one with no metas, which is probably going to be not just no metas, but like a celebrity type of prison where they send you there. You know what I mean?
Club Med, whatever. Club Fed, whatever.
Yeah, pretty much, because he's going to help him out. And I think that's where Lex Luthor is probably going to be able to break out and continue, because he's definitely going to break out. He's not going to be in jail in Superman 2. I don't think so.
No,
or at least not for the whole thing.
They're going to let him out.
Yeah, they could do that too.
Brainiac
for helping him out.
and he's gonna he might even be his lawyer, and he gets him out.
Yeah, I could see that too. Peacemaker, now we get the confrontation where he goes in the room and he sees Harcourt and they're having a conversation and he's pouring his heart out to her and he's telling her that he loves her and
She opened up too. That was surprised the hell out of me.
She did open up, but he says, I'm in love with you. And she says, oh, well, are you going to say anything? She's like, well, if I don't, does not mean you're not going to come back. And you can see that she does love him, but she just doesn't want to say it. Because at the end, towards the end, she's like, oh, I'm a mess and blah, 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 blah. And Peacemaker says, I still love you anyways.
Yeah, she's like, I'm a mess. I do this. I get in bar fights just to feel something. That's what I do all the time. That's because that's who I am. I don't have a connection with my emotions. I've had to turn that part of me off. And you know, her admitting that was big in itself. But then the fact that he said, no matter who you are, wherever, he met her where she was. He didn't try to change her who she was. He just said, no, I know who you are. I still love you. I didn't change anything. I think that kind of hit her a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. Let me see what he said. What's up, Anik? How you doing, brother? Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. Tony said the government feels the same way about meta-humans like Lex does, but they are scared to act on it. Yeah, I agree. Rick is gonna let Lex go through the portal, and he will reappear in another time. That's interesting. That's
you said they're
very
partners.
Interesting. Yeah, pretty much. And to be honest with you, like you said, even in Superman, I think Rick Flag was kind of on Lex's side a little bit in the movie, right?
100%.
So, yeah.
I mean, and the government is the real villain of all these things. I mean, Chris would even be in this situation if it wasn't for the government.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. So we get to Sasha, and she's like, "Did he get what you want to?" And she says, "Yes." Then we get to the two clowns over here, Vigilante, and they're talking about everybody. And he says, "Oh, my best friend is Peacemaker."
Yep. I hate him. He's my arch nemesis. I hate that guy. He's like, why? Why do you hate him so much? He's like, you're friends with him? And he's like, yeah. He's like, oh man, you know what he is. You know, the Sons of Liberty and all this stuff. I've joined the Sons of Liberty. So the Sons of Liberty in if I'm correct, in what is America, they're part of the American Revolution.
Yeah.
The taxation for the British people and taxation but under British control, and they're a part of what actually starts leading up to the American Revolution. So this is them, you know, the Nazis took over, and this is the chance for their revolution to start. That's what the Sons of Liberty are going to be doing for this in this aspect of it. And that's why he says, this is why I joined the Sons of Liberty.
But that kind of shows you that there are people there that aren't racist, right?
Yep.
If they're going against Peacemaker and everything that he stands for, like he said, then that means that they're not down with the racist stuff that's going on. So that's interesting. Basil asks, is that Cyborg girl, is that the 2.0 version of Cyborg? No, she is not.
Won't be that.
I know there's a lot of people that were saying, oh, this is Cyborg. And then he listened to that racist heel versus baby clown. He kind of put that out there, but no. Her name is Sasha Bordeaux or something like that. And that's an actual character in the DC universe. So no, she's not. Yeah. I think Sasha works for Waller and was tasked to keep an eye on Rick. Ooh, that's good. I like that. I definitely like that. I think that
I can see that. And I mean, and the fact that Waller has her tentacles in all parts, all aspects. I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely. So then we see that they, for some reason, see Eagly making a mess and decide to clean it up for some reason. And this is where Adebayo is like, hey, you know what? I'm going to go for a little walk.
A black woman walking in a white neighborhood with a brownie shirt on. Just randomly.
You gotta look. And you're like, uh-oh. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
I would have noticed immediately. This would be a problem.
Yeah, me too.
Immediately.
Me too, 100%. So we get back to Economos, and Economos sees in the house, and the father walks in, and
Mhm.
then we get to the jail cells, and the real Harcourt walks in. So everything seemed to happen at one time, at the same time. You know what
Yep.
I mean? Like
That's what
Adebayo goes
happens
to
when
the
you do
wash.
stupid shit.
Facts, bro.
That's just
Facts.
when you do stupid stuff, it's going to all come down to you. You go into the places where everyone works. You are a black woman just walking down the street. No one knows the American flag. No one understands that who he Auggie really is. You know, you forget what Auggie Smith is, who he was. You know, the Blue Dragon. What was he? If he's still the Blue Dragon, it's possible. Racist was still he's still exactly what he's supposed to be. You know,
Absolutely.
I don't understand.
Absolutely.
And they've been telling us this the entire show.
Absolutely. 100%. They've been giving us little hints of that, right? So now.
What got up? A black!
What?
Why? But it's so funny because he's a superhero. Is he afraid of her?
Okay. Thank you for bringing that up, because I almost forgot about it, right? Thank you for bringing that up, because they start chasing her down the street when he could have went home, got his suit, and flew and caught her.
Like, why wouldn't you have your backup suit in your truck? I mean,
Or
your
in
Ford
your-
F-150. Like, you
Yes.
go to your back seat and have your backup suit and go do what you got to do.
Yes, absolutely. Same thing. Right there. Should have had a backup suit or something. Said, I think Adebayo was eager to see what this world looks like. Yeah,
Alone?
bro. But
man, bro. Nah.
We don't do that though, Tony. You know what I mean? We don't do that. Something don't look
Let's
right.
turn the news on and see what's going on.
Yeah, something don't look right. Economist is such a little bitch. Stop snitching. Yeah, he did kind of snitch, eh? That's some Jordan Peele stuff right there. Facts, man.
It definitely is. Only thing that she should have been doing is eating, drinking some tea.
Facts. That one got out. That means they're all captive. That's where I was going to go with that.
All in jail or something like. But you can't just. It's not just black people, right? You know, once again, it's Jewish people, right? There's Muslim people, right? There's Asian people. There's Indian people. There's a lot of people out here. You know, so you can't put them all in jail, or they put them all in one place, one continent, and say never leave.
Right. And because we haven't seen what happened to Judo Master. Judo Master followed Peacemaker through the porthole. Now, we don't know if he ended up getting to where Peacemakers or went through another door and is locked up in some other universe. Because I know we've seen the trailer where it looks like Tim Meadows' character is going through different doors and portals and stuff like that, where we're going to see other universes. So we don't know where Judo Master is, if he's actually in this universe. Right now, what we know is they don't like no black people over here, right?
I know this much. I'm not going to another universe or go through the multiverse and not have a gun. Not
Facts.
one?
Facts, bro. No weapons, nothing.
I don't know nothing about this place, right?
Yeah.
And you want me to just go with nothing.
And Tony said when she was running, them things was jumping. Sheesh. Yeah, I figures you would notice that, Tony. I got you, brother. I'm gonna do you a solid. Don't worry. I'm gonna do you a solid. So Peacemaker, now we get back to Harcourt, and they're gonna try to, I guess, arrest the original Harcourt, but he happens to look at a flag. And he sees the Nazi sign on the flag, which surprises me that he never noticed that any time before. But like we said, I think he's
white privilege. This is what you got. You white privileges. You don't have to notice the race at all.
And you know why he probably didn't notice? Because there are places in America where there are no black people. So it's not like it's something out of like, oh, wait a minute. You know what I mean? A Harcourt noticed it, but him, like, so I can get that.
I don't know if there's not a lot of places. If you're not in Utah or Montana, they're not. And even then, you're gonna see at least one Hispanic person. I don't care where you are.
Yeah. For sure.
Like you're not going. You see no black people, no Hispanic people, no nothing. Yeah, you're gonna find at least one.
Nightman, why are they chasing her on foot? They have
Yeah,
cars. Exactly.
Get out your car. Let's go get your pitchforks. Let's go.
Exactly. You know what I mean? No one trying to get in the car, cut her off in front of her, nothing. Just everybody jumps out their car and chases her down the street. Like, you know what I mean? And I like Adebayo,
She's
but I don't think.
clueless. I think she's
Huh?
clueless. She's
Well, I'm
clueless.
just.
I mean,
I don't think she has the stamina to run that long.
no, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll zigzag until she gets into some trees. She'll
Well,
get into the forest. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what she gotta do the black people thing. You know what I mean? She gotta jump
Quit playing,
fences. Yeah, 100%. Because I know when we scared, we can do some superhuman stuff. So I'm pretty sure she could cut through some backyards, hop
Look,
some fences. You
she
know what I
just
mean?
She just had all that cocaine in her body. You ever try to catch a crackhead?
Facts.
You ever see crack? I've never seen one person catch a crackhead on foot.
Facts.
Never.
100%. Facts.
Those are superheroes. You're not going to
Facts. When they were in the portal, her saying hi to the alien showed how innocent she was. Yeah, I agree with you. But again, you guys
also
still
what she did in the magazine, right? You know, she's putting that ad in, not realizing what's going on. She is an innocent person. She just thinks that things are going to be good, and people are good automatically. And we all know that, unfortunately, that's not true.
Facts. Now, what did you think about Economos telling everything, like blabbing out all the information?
He was pissing me off. I'm like, bro, we're friends like you. Like, what are we doing here? You think we don't get out now? Why are you telling him everything? Why'd you just say, I'm a friend of Chris? He told me to stay in his room and I got hungry. That's all you had to say.
Facts. Oh. But yet he want to go run around talking about, oh, no, this is what happened and we're here. And he said he killed your son. He told him.
Like, why? No one asked you.
Bruh.
No one asked not one thing.
Bruh. So, yeah, he went and blabbed out the whole thing, and we have that. And then he said he shouldn't have snitched. No, he shouldn't have snitched. You know what I mean? He could have thought of any other thing, but he ended up telling the whole information. And then we cut to music playing, and we see Adebayo running down the street. And she is being chased by what pretty much looks like the whole town.
Man.
Something that we actually called, we said was going to happen. We said that they were kind of in the Nazi world, and we were kind of correct on that. It made sense, you know.
It's funny because all of us saw, like, I ain't seen not one black person. A world without a Hispanic person, a world without a black person. No, I mean, you can't go that deep. Well, not one Asian person. You're A.R.G.U.S, so you don't have not one. Come on, man.
Yeah, it made no sense, right? It was like, something's not right here. But what do you think? Because I was thinking, what if Adebayo dies? Now, I know she won't. I don't think she will. But what if they kill her? What if they kill her? Right? And that's what drives Chris crazy.
Because Chris would then burn the whole world down. Kill everyone. If they even catch her and she's in jail, he might burn the whole world down.
Yeah, absolutely. You think they're going to catch her?
Yes. Because I think they're going to catch her. They're going to have her in jail. And he's going. Remember, I told you about Chris is going to do everything he did in the last other world, in this world. So his brother Keith, Chris is going to kill him. His father, Chris is going to kill him. All the things that he was talking about, this is a better world, he's going to kill all those people. He's not going to have any of them.
So here's another question I'll ask you. Do you think they liberate all the people of color?
No, hell no. I think he just kills all the people that are there. I think he just kills all the people that are there and, plants a seed. And then the Sons of Liberty with Vigilante sees it, they sees that opportunity and they start doing something. And that's how they leave it. Because I mean that's what it was in the comic book with the Sons of Liberty with Vigilante. I think that's what's going to be more that type of thing.
because I'm with you, but there's a thing where it's like, oh, one got out. So like they said in the comments, I think it was Basil or Tony, one of them said, that means they have them captured, right? Okay. I kind of got the hint that they were going to liberate them. I don't want them to do that because that just causes, like, you know what I mean? Like, why are we doing all of this? Like, hey, the guys, we're liberating, we're freeing all the black people. You know what I mean? That's
No,
the universe is the way that universe is. You know what I mean?
he
Get
set
what
it
you
up
need
the right way, and to the point
to.
where you have vigilante there, so vigilante could take over because they have the Sons of Liberty there. You can
Mhm.
use them and let them do all the things you need to do. Be done. You don't have to worry about it.
Absolutely. And if you have a bad Superman there, letting all the black people or people of color out doesn't mean nothing because Superman just
He's
gonna
just
kill them
gonna
all.
zap them all. Yeah, laser
You know
vision.
what I'm saying? Yeah. So it just doesn't make no sense to do that. But I definitely like a lot of the things that I think they have potential to do in the next couple of episodes. So that will be interesting. What's your grade for this episode, Brian?
It's a A. This is a solid A episode.
And
Hard and because I don't believe race or things that are difficult to talk about or different things that people don't want to talk about should stop you from talking about it.
agreed.
So, and because of they're willing to talk about and call them the ignorance. They're
Mhm.
calling them like they see it. I think this is an A episode, man. They did a really good job.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. I think that this episode was good. I think they did a good job, and we know that James Gunn's probably gonna make sure that the racists at least get theirs at the end, like you said. I think
Mhm.
he's gonna kill his brother. I think he's gonna kill his father. And he's gonna have to do that to save her, to save Adebayo.
Adebayo,
I
exactly.
Yeah,
His best
yeah, he's
friend
gonna
to save
yeah.
his best friend, and then his other, not really best friend, but the person that calls him his best friend with Vigilante, his doppelganger is going to be the one who saves the day in that world. So
Mhm.
I think we're going to get all of that.
Yeah, 100%. And he's probably going to realize that the peacemaker that's fighting is not the same peacemaker that the world had. And since they don't have that peacemaker anymore, who's the only person left to actually run things is Vigilante, right?
And
Bring things back to
only if they
normal.
kill Red Sun Superman.
Oh, yeah, that too. I forgot about that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because we definitely know Red Sun Superman is there. We don't know if we're going to
You know
see
what?
him.
F it.
I
You
think
know
we
what?
will.
I want the Sons of Liberty. Forget it. I want you to change up who the Sons of Liberty is. I want to be Black Lightning. Give me Static Shock.
Mhm. Mhm.
Give me
Mhm.
John
Mhm.
Stewart. I want them all to be there.
Facts.
Just let them
Yeah.
all be part of it.
You know what's funny too? Because I'll say this. I think James Gunn is really missing an opportunity to introduce those type of characters in this show.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I
I've
mean?
been saying that.
You know
It
what I mean?
bothers me too, and
Y-
I wish that he would take the opportunity. And you see that Marvel's effing things up.
Mhm.
'Cause you don't, if you don't know, wait till tomorrow morning, ask me about it, and I'll tell you. I'm gonna keep it to 10 minutes because the anger, I've said it twice now, so I'm not going to blow up as much, but it's gonna start coming. It's gonna start coming. And Marvel is effing up. You can take all of us, you can get all of us. I'll be
Mhm.
right there.
Mhm. Yes, guys, make sure to check out the rewind tomorrow. It's going to be a very interesting show. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock EST, 9 o'clock Central. We got some good topics for that show. Before we get out of here, what are your predictions for the next couple of episodes?
I think it's exactly what we're gonna say with that. They're gonna catch Adebayo. Harcourt's going to knock out a lot of the people there. She's going to escape with Chris, and Chris is going to try to figure out a way to do it. He's going to realize Economos is still with his father. Keith is going to be calling him and telling him, you killed my brother," and all that stuff. And they're going to be chasing him, and he's going to have to kill them and then save Adebayo and get out of there.
Interesting. I like that. I think it's the same thing that's going to happen too. Um, I don't think Hardcore and Peacemaker are ever going to end up together, but I think they're going to have a new respect for the friendship. I think
It's gonna be
Hardcore,
lingering feelings. I think there's going to be lingering. She's
yeah.
going to say, "I need to work on me, but you already know how I feel about you." And
Hmm.
this is gonna be just this lingering thing out there.
Absolutely. I think the two hardcores are going to have a fight. Peacemaker is going to have to fight his family, and we're going to see what happens. I think it's definitely going to be. I think the last couple episodes, what is there, 8 episodes?
Yep. So 2 episodes left. One the second and one the ninth.
Yeah, so it's 2 episodes left. I think the next 2 episodes are going to be good. And I'm hoping that they at least stick the landing.
I'm asking for one thing, James Gunn. I don't care. It don't have to be this show. Give me this. Just give me this right here.
Hold on. Let me full screen you.
You guys see this?
There you go.
Man, icon. Let's go. Give me that. That's all I'm asking for. You do that, you get the entire black population. I promise you. Let Jonathan Majors be icon.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Oh,
but
boy.
And we're going to talk about it tomorrow because Jonathan Majors seen an article kind of hinted at a return to Kang.
But not in this world, not in this movie.
You know, I know, but like in the next universe or whatever.
No, I 100% think he's going to return to Kang. I think they're going. I think that's what they told him. Feige said, "Hey, let us do our soft reboot, and you'll be back, and we'll have you with the X-Men."
He needs to be back, guys. Jonathan Majors needs to be back in the MCU. Listen, you know, I'm going to save it for tomorrow because I got a lot to say about that too as well. So you want to hear him rant about T'Challa? You're going to hear that. You want to hear me rant about what they did to Jonathan Majors? You're going to hear me rant about that as well.
I'm with that 100%. Let's go.
Definitely going to be an interesting show. He said, I feel they will probably just have a physical relationship with no title. Probably.
But understanding between each other. They both know they have feelings for each other, but they're going to take their time and take it slow.
Yeah, 100%. Plus, again, like this season already turned into like a love story. You know what I mean? I don't need all of that stuff going forward if they do another season 3. I'm good. I got it. You get what you did, James Gunn. You hit a superhero, a love story in a superhero show. Okay, fine. Right. I get it. Nah, not Jonathan Majors as Icon. Maybe somebody else. Wait, why not Jonathan?
Wait, why
Majors?
not? Basil? I don't understand. Why not? What's wrong with Jonathan Majors as Icon?
I hope you ain't gonna sit here and start hating on no Jonathan Majors, bro. We're not doing that, right? We're not doing that. Or unless you just want to see someone else do it. Because to be honest with you, I think Jonathan Majors is one of the best actors we've seen in at least the last 10 years.
I agree. I think he's definitely special upon it. And then the fact that he has the physical tools to he looks like a superhero. The dude looks like it. And let him be Icon, man.
Facts. 100%.
I think that would be amazing.
Icon, Steel. You know what I mean?
Steel needs to be a bigger dude, but Icon, it just gotta be, look the part.
Said he deserves it. 100% Nightman. 100% he does. 100%. We not letting. Watch tomorrow's show. You get the context of what I'm gonna say. Tomorrow's show, 10 EST on the Rewind. Brian, tell the people where they can find you one last time, sir.
Hey, Spoiler Kings go live Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturday nights. But Saturday morning, we're going to be with me and Anzo doing big things on the Rewind. You guys don't understand what's about to happen. Don't let me start going. We go start going down that road. Also, I'm gonna say that we need Blue Marvel. Give me Sterling K. Brown as Blue Marvel. Let's start doing it. Let's open up the world. Don't give me the Marvels without Blue Marvel. Let's go.
Absolutely. Black dude from Twisted Metal as Steel. Hey, I can see that too. I can definitely see that.
At all. Wow.
I can see that. I like him. I can see that. I don't hate Jonathan Majors. I see him as Green Lantern. Hal Jordan?
No,
not Hal Jordan.
Jonathan Stewart.
Yeah, John Stewart. Thank you. I can see that too. Now, I personally am not mad with who they got, but someone over here kind of.
I got over it. Yeah, I'm a little bit of. I think I don't like the way the world is for chocolate people that are not of a light skin persuasion. I think that they need that too. But then you can turn around and say every hero that you're gonna have is the same color on the crayon box too. So like, I can see both sides of the aisle. So.
Yes. Guys, so make sure to check it out tomorrow. We will be here. It was a great show. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. Nightman, appreciate you. Basil, appreciate you. Tony Robinson, appreciate you. Eli Who, thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. Got a new sub. It's AJ. Thank you, AJ. Always a pleasure. We will be back tomorrow morning with a great show, so make sure to stick tuned with that. Tuesday, we'll be talking about Gen V, so that's a great show as
That
well.
was a good
And
ass episode.
100%. And Alien Earth is done, so that is knocked off the calendar. We don't need to talk about that anymore, so thank God for that one. Because
until they bring it in for the season 2 already, it's going to happen.
Yeah, season 2 is going to happen 100%. I agree with that. But again, thank you guys for popping in. Much appreciated. Peace, love, and hair grease, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.